Hello everyone, welcome to this weather briefing for May 18th through 19th, 2026. So let's get started. First, let's look at today, May 18th. Here is the severe weather outlook for May 18th. It is currently a level 2 out of 5 slight risk for severe weather, which encompasses locations like Ellsbury, Troy, Warrenton, St. Charles, Washington, Chesterfield, St. Louis, Festus, and Union and Missouri. In Illinois, Alton, Edwardsville, Belleville, and Waterloo. All these locations will be in all of the outlooks. Here's the tornado outlook for May 18th. There's currently a 2% risk for tornadoes, which means we can see tornadoes between EF0 to EF1 strength. I believe that all hazards will be possible today, May 18th. Here's the damaging wind outlook for May 18th. There's currently a 15% risk for damaging winds, which means we could see winds gusts between 60 to 70 miles per hour. Here's the severe hail outlook for May 18th. There's currently a 5% risk for severe hail, which means we could see hailstones between pea to quarter sized hail. Now let's look at the timing for these storms. So storms look like they're going to get to the St. Louis area around 12 p.m. And then 12 p.m. will be a most intense segment. And then starting around 3 p.m. until about 4 to 5 p.m. it'll be very intense again. And then around 7 to 8 p.m. this storm system will be out of the St. Louis area by 7 to 8 p.m. The max updraft Helicity is showing 50 to 150. The significant tornado parameter values show it to be around 0.5 to 2.5. The most unstable CAPE, convective available potential energy, or storm fuel, is showing to be around 3,000 to 4,000 joules per kilogram of storm fuel. The surface-based CAPE, convective available potential energy, or storm fuel, is showing to be around 1,500 to 2,500 joules per kilogram of storm fuel. The Supercell composite parameter shows to be around 4 to 12. The temperatures are showing to be around 75 to 85 degrees. The dew points are showing to be around 65 to 70 degrees. Now let's look at tomorrow, May 19th. Here's the severe weather outlook for May 19th. It is currently a level 2 out of 5 slight risk for severe weather, which encompasses locations like Ellsbury, Troy, Warrenton, St. Charles, Washington, Chesterfield, St. Louis, Festus, and Union and Missouri. In Illinois, Alton, Edwardsville, Belleville, and Waterloo. All those locations will be in all of the outlooks. Here's the tornado outlook for May 19th. There's currently no tornado outlook for the St. Louis area at this time. I believe that only damaging winds will be possible tomorrow, May 19th. Here's the damaging wind outlook for May 19th. There's currently a 15% risk for damaging winds, which means we could see wind gusts between 60 to 70 miles per hour. Here's the severe hail outlook for May 19th. There's currently a 5% risk for severe hail, which means we could see hailstones between pea to quarter sized hail. Now let's look at the timing for these storms. So it looks like they won't be as intense as today, but the storms will start on 3 to 4 a.m. and then the most intense portion, I believe, will be from 4 a.m. until about 6 a.m. The severe weather will be out of the area by 8 a.m. That will be one round. The next round will start around 5 p.m. and then go until about... The most intense portions, I believe, will be between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. And then the severe weather will be out of the St. Louis area by around 10 p.m. on Tuesday, May 19th. The max updraft Helicity is showing 30 to 110. The significant tornado parameter values show to be around 0.2 to 1.8. The most unstable CAPE, convective available potential energy, or storm fuel, is showing to be around 2,000 to 3,200 joules per kilogram of storm fuel. The surface-based CAPE, convective available potential energy, or storm fuel, is showing to be around 1,000 to 2,200 joules per kilogram of of storm fuel. The Supercell composite parameter shows to be around 2 to 8. The temperatures are showing to be around 74 to 82 degrees. The dew points are showing to be around 62 to 68 degrees. Flood watch remains in effect until 7 p.m. this evening. Flash flooding caused by excessive rainfall continues to be possible for portions of southwest Illinois, including the following areas: Madison, Illinois, Monroe, Illinois, and St. Clair, Illinois, and east central Missouri, including the following areas: Jefferson, Missouri, Lincoln, Missouri, St. Charles, Missouri, St. Louis City, Missouri, and St. Louis, Missouri, until 7 p.m. this evening. Excessive runoff may result in flooding of rivers, creeks, streams, and other low-lying and flood-prone locations. Potential rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches, with localized higher amounts of 2 to 4 inches. Here is the excessive rainfall outlook for May 18th. It is currently a level 2 out of 4 slight risk for excessive rainfall and encompasses locations like Ellsbury, Troy, Warrenton, St. Charles, Washington, Chesterfield, St. Louis, Festus, and Union in Missouri. In Illinois, Alton, Edwardsville, Belleville, and Waterloo. The HRRR model is projecting total precipitation amounts between 1.5 to 3 inches across the heaviest swath. The named 3-kilometer model indicates total precipitation totals reaching 2 to 4 inches as a result of localized training storms. The NAM 12-kilometer model shows broader regional precipitation totals averaging around 1 to 2.5 inches across the bi-state area. I pray you all enjoyed this weather briefing. I might be live today for the severe weather, so I'll see you all in the next weather briefing or live stream. Bye!